Hey guys, this video is going to be quite different to normal because what I've done is I've taken a selection of screenshots from my entire time playing Runescape, sort of all the way back to 2008, and I've selected some of the ones that stand out to me and put them all into this video. And what I really want to do is talk about how things have changed so much since I started playing or really started playing, and all the way up until basically now, right before the Runescape 3 update tomorrow. And then I'll also talk a little bit about how, hopefully things are going to change and how things are going to improve or how things are going to be affected and all that, because there has been a lot of change. When I started playing in 2005, Runescape 2 itself was, fairly new. I think it was it 2001? I don't even know. But obviously since then it's progressed and grown and changed massively, and then in my opinion RS2 then became Evolution of Combat. I don't see that that's the same game at all. The fact that so much changed, it wasn't just graphics like the change between Classic and 2 and now 2 and 3, it was a complete overhaul in gameplay. And especially looking back through all these pictures, I miss the old style. I mean, not so much 07, but when you look at things like you got your god swords and your dragonfire shields and your bandos, which was the best weapon, and you had a torso which was actually worth something, and a whip. I remember saving up millions for my first whip. And Slayer, the whole PVM side has completely changed. I mean, nowadays I think a dart bow is a couple of 100k or something. A whip isn't worth anything. Dragon boots 25k. And I've never been on the PvP side of things. I used to, as you'll see pictures here, I used to go and build potential or whatever it was. I mean, it changed so much. There was the Wilderness Volcano, and then PvP Worlds, and I can't even keep up. I don't know how many times it changed. And that, I think that does relate slightly back to PVM, in the sense that because nothing gets taken out of the game anymore, things don't obviously increase in price. But that's just on the side. That's irrelevant really, considering how much things have changed now. But I really do. You see pictures of all these massive hits, and how the hit system's changed and how everything's changed. I've got pictures on here of God Wars, Armadillo, Sarah Hilt, 4-man, 20 mil each, Dragon Claws duo, almost 20 mil each, kind of thing, when it was worth doing these things. And now, towards the end of the video, you'll see pictures of, I think, Sarah Hilt's 8 mil duo, Dragon Claws 6 or 8 mil duo. And if you watch the last video that me and Sean did where we started this new series, we price checked the Dragon Claws in our bank, and they're 450k. And that's on top of the fact that Jagex tried to fix them by adding a chaotic update to them. So those kind of things are all gone, and dungeoneering, which kind of rendered God Swords kind of useless anyway, compared to before when they were the best weapons. You got constant upgrades happening to the point that now we've got these sort of elite bosses, whereas God Wars for years was the top, and now we've got Virago, Nex, Calfight King, Queen Black Dragon, which are like the elite bosses, and for the majority of them you've got to have this gear and these weapons and these pots and a specific ring or a specific cape, or you have to change, or you've got to know all these tactics, you've got to run, and you've got to incite or whatever and use all these abilities, and it's beyond me. I'd like to say I was really good at PVM back, even up to a year ago, whenever Evolution of Combat was released, but I just don't bother anymore because everything's changed so much, and there's still plenty to do on the game, otherwise I'd have quit a long time ago. But things move so fast, and I think especially in the last 2 years things have picked up so much, what with the massive bot situation that Jagex had to face, and then the fact that they had to pick up, and they felt that they had to, I think, change the game to the Evolution of Combat to compete with other games. But by doing that they kind of took away a unique part, which was the special attacks, which is really the thing I miss the most about everything back then. But I don't think even Jagex quite realised how fast things were going to change, and hopefully they're now getting on top of things, and this RS3 update should be really good. I mean, I love the lore, the lore that they've been releasing recently, with how, you know, how the quests are actually tying everything together, and it's not just a random little piece of content. You're learning supposedly like a backstory into everything that's happened. And with tomorrow's update, they're bringing out these big Battle of Lumbridge thing, which I'm not really sure what it is. Whether it's going to be like a massive quest. There's that portal that's been behind Lumbridge Castle or something for a few weeks, and there's a lot of hype about it. I really don't know what's going on with that, but whether it's just going to be cutscenes explaining the lore to us, or whether it's going to be really interactive. I know that we're supposed to shape the way things are changing. Most people will have already done that update, which involved choosing a god to side with. I don't know, but whichever way, hopefully that'll be really fantastic. We're moving into the 6th age or something. I'm not entirely sure on what all this means, but it should be really, really fun to play. And fingers crossed they'll have sorted out the servers, which are still dodgy at the moment, and they'll have fixed everything up, and everything's going to go wonderfully smoothly, and we'll be, you know, playing with all these fantastic graphics and everything tomorrow. So we'll be bringing you plenty of videos looking at everything that's going on, and you know, we'll be bringing you all the graphics, and also hopefully the updates that they're bringing with it, because supposedly, according to Jagex, this is going to be the biggest update and all this massive stuff. So hopefully, guys, we will see you over the next few days.